This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, we take a musical trip back in time to an amusement park that once entertained those from NEPA and beyond. Welcome to the middle of the week and FYI here on SSPTV. I'm Ken Kara. Thanks for hopping on the ride. Last night marked the annual Music in Our Schools Month instrumental celebration at the Hazleton Area High School. It featured Hazleton Area School District band students in grades 7 through 12. The finale marked the premiere of Angela Park's Celebration, a musical tribute to the former Angela Park, written by Rob Walker and played in conjunction with a special slideshow by Jim Fichter of drums. The music recreated the sounds of the carousel and roller coaster. Tom Fadden, band director at Valley Elementary Middle School, came up with the idea, and members of the Barletta family who opened the park in 1957 were in the audience.
It was a wonderful presentation by all the students involved, and I'd like to thank all the band directors for helping out and all the staff and custodians and faculty and administration here at the Hazleton Area School District for helping make it a possible thing tonight and making Music in Our Schools Month extra special this year.
Mr. Fichter, you put together the special slide presentation that we saw. Why did you want to do that?
Well, I've always been a fan of the park. It was basically my childhood. I collect Angela Park memorabilia. And when Tom and the composer Rob Walker approached me about doing a slideshow for this, I just had to be involved. Some of the slides I only just found out tonight that I got through Freddie Barletta came from Mrs. Barletta over here, so I thank her for giving those to us.
Monica and Mary Jane, what were you thinking sitting in the seats tonight, seeing the slides and hearing the music from the carousel as you were watching?
It brought back many, many memories. And when I watched those slides, I could not believe it, that all these years have passed. And when I saw our sons that young on those rides, it brought tears to my eyes.
What was going through your mind as well, Mary Jane?
I wish my husband was here, who was the manager of Angela Park, along with his sister Anna DePiro, to enjoy the pleasure that I enjoyed tonight.
We all enjoyed it, and these children that did the music, they didn't have the thrill of knowing Angela Park, so that made it even more impressive that they did it and they didn't even get to experience Angela Park.
Absolutely. I think it was absolutely amazing. It was, and I enjoyed every bit of it. And I'm sorry that Freddie, our son, could not be here tonight because he's in a conference in Hershey. But it was through him, I gave him those slides, and he then brought them to whoever needed them. And I can only tell you that Angela Park brought so much joy to so many people, young and old, especially the young.
Another member of the Barletta family, Congressman Lou Barletta, was unable to attend but did send a special proclamation. Angela Park commemorative t-shirts are also being sold. Visit the website on the screen. A portion of the proceeds will benefit the band. After the program, we caught up with the director of the Hazleton Area High School Band and two of the performers for their reaction to the evening.
It's really an honor. It's an honor to work with the students of the community, the children of the people of this community. They work very hard, and they're students that just give us the why we were involved in teaching in the first place. It just fulfills that passion of being able to reach out and pass on what I've learned, and then to see them grow, and also through the whole Angela Park project, working to learn the history of their community and the heritage.
So what was it like trying to, I guess, depict something that you really never got to see in person?
Well, my mother and my father both went, so they kind of told me some stories about it and how fun it was. So with their memories and the memories from the Barletta family really brought me to the point of knowing the piece for Angela Park.
And how much pride were you filled with tonight when you got to present that?
Very much pride. I was very happy to play that piece because when I saw the Barletta family sitting there, it really made me feel special. Brought a piece back to Hazleton.
I was really pleased. I wasn't expecting it, and when I saw it was happening, it really warmed my heart.
Now you too young to experience Angela Park. So what did it mean to you to be part of this and kind of recreate history for us?
Recreating history, I loved it.
Congratulations to the students and band directors for providing a wonderful evening of music, and thanks to our Lisa Sugart and Sam Lassand Jr. for bringing us those two stories. Moving on now to headlines from FYI News 13 and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Butler Township Police seized more than 160 marijuana plants from a home in Beach Mountain Lakes and Drums. Police executed a search warrant on February 18th and found the entire home at 11 Mink Springs Court was being used to grow plants as tall as 8 feet. Police tracked down the tenant of the property, 36-year-old Daniel Lopez, in Florida. He is being extradited back to Pennsylvania. Police say additional marijuana and firearms were seized from locations outside the township. The investigation is continuing. State police need your help to find 2 men who made off with more than $900 in merchandise from Walmart in Hazel Township. State police say the duo removed several vacuum cleaners and a laptop during incidents on February 23rd and March 11th. If you can identify the men or have any information, call state police at 570-459-3890. An event is being held in our area to raise awareness about famine. Lisa Sugart has the story.
This weekend, a very special event will be taking place at a church in our area. It is the 11th annual 30-hour famine being held at the Black Creek United Methodist Church in Black Creek Township, and we have several of the people involved with it here to tell us all about it. June, I'm going to start with you. This has been going on for 11 years. This is unbelievable that you've been doing this. Why does your church decide to hold this 30-hour famine?
We just feel world hunger is a major problem, and we are doing all that we can to help it. So we're trying to do what we can to help this problem.
And how exactly are you doing that? Through this event, you're raising awareness, but you're also trying to raise some foods also for local pantries and that as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we take donations for World Vision, but on Saturday afternoon, we also go out to the community, knock on doors, and ask if they would mind donating to the local food pantries.
All righty. Well, I'm going to talk to the 2 young ladies who have been taking part in this. Renee, first of all, how long have you been taking part in this?
6 years.
And why did you want to be part of it?
Because even though it's something that you think is so far away, there are efforts that you can do right in your own home to make a difference in the world.
Very nicely said. And Jamie, how long have you been taking part in this?
6 years.
And what have you learned by taking part in it? What have you gotten out of it that you want to keep coming back every year?
I mean, you learn a lot of things it's stuff that you just don't learn in school. You know hunger exists, but you don't know what actually comes out of it. You don't know, people don't really understand that it's not just hunger. You get diseases from malnutrition and the things that they have, like unsanitary water they have to deal with. And the games that we play, you learn that how they actually live. And it's hard to even explain because it's a crazy difference, but it makes you want to know how you can help.
And how many of your friends will be taking part in this? How many kids in the youth group will be participating? Any idea?
It'll be like 30.
There's
30?
Yeah, around 30 kids, and it's not just our youth group. We do invite other friends if they want to participate. And over the years, we've raised over $36,000 to send to World Vision.
That's pretty
Last year it was
remarkable
over
in itself.
$4,000. So
That's pretty impressive in its own. This 11th annual 30-hour famine taking place this Friday from noon until Saturday at 6 p.m. They'll be going out into the community to collect for the food pantries in the area from 1 until 4, but you are invited to come down, see what they're doing. You're invited to bring down donations monetarily and food as well. Good luck. I commend you for what you do, and I hope you guys raise an awful lot of money.
Thanks.
Thanks for all the hard work, Lisa. Well, coming up in sports, I'll let you know my final 4 picks as I discuss the NCAA tournament with Standard Speaker sports editor Dave Seaman. And right after this break, the owners of the Shop 2 in Hazleton drop by our What's the Sense segment.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
We're back here at the Shop 2 in downtown Hazleton on What's the Sense, and tomorrow is taking a little break this week because we had the owners of the Shop 2, Carmine and Francine. So thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. All right, so talk about the uniqueness of this place. How did you come up with this idea?
Well, actually, I've been shopping like this my whole married life. So I'm married 30-something years. And I've always shopped consignment, antique shops, yard sales, things like that. And a few years ago, I asked my cousin Francine, would she mind coming in on this idea that I had. And we had an empty shop up on 11th Street that used to be our dad's business, C. Madden's and Sons Plumbing. And I thought that was a great location to begin, and that's where we began.
Now, Francine, this holds a lot of history. Your family name holds a lot of history. So, tell us about the history tied into the first building and then the Shop 2 with the actual number 2.
Well, the first building we opened up was where our fathers actually had their plumbing business. It was opened in the 1940s. And we always wanted to give that building new life. And this was Carmine's dream, to always have a store like this. So when she suggested it, we said, why don't we use the shop? And we tossed around a few different names. But when we came up with the Shop 2, because we always said our dads were in the shop, and we thought Shop 2 would be good, and it's also because we're reusing everything again. And consignment has really, really grown in the last few years. And from a few pieces of furniture that we put in the shop on 11th Street, we now have 2 stores, one on Broad Street and one on 11th Street, and it's just grown. And consignment it's good because you can make money and you can get rid of a lot of things that you have in your house. And we do 50-50. We get half and you get half. And it's using things again, keeps them out of landfills, and it's just a wonderful business.
We know, being downtown ourselves, that it's nice to purchase a building or save a building and keep them filled. So we encourage people all the time to, shop local and come downtown and see all these nice shops that we have to offer that are owned by people that have been here and committed to the greater Hazleton area for their entire lives, their families, their generation and generations to come. So we invite you to call, check out their Facebook page. Items are different every week.
They're constantly coming in. We do consignment. We're at over 500 people right now as consigners. Again, it's a great way to make money and save money. And we are kind of picky anymore with our items coming in. So it has to be a gently used furniture and collectibles. And we'd be happy to come to your home, check them out, and see if we could sell them for you.
All right. Well, thanks, guys, for having us in. Again, you could save money and actually make money here at the Shop 2. Shop local and buy local.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
I want you all to meet my friend Diddy the Deer staring right at us. You'll meet his friend Taylor Swift in a moment. Both were braving the cold this morning, and we're all going to have to deal with the cold for the next few days. Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 15 on the extended forecast. Sunny, high near 32 on Thursday. At night, slight chance of snow. Our low will be 21 on Friday. 32 is our high. Snow is likely. Friday night, 29 is the low, a chance of snow showers. Saturday will be partly sunny, high of 45. Saturday night, it's cold and 22. Sunday, mostly sunny with a high of 31. And Sunday night, clear with a low of 16. Tonight's weather brought to you by Boyer Insurance Agency, with 2 locations to serve you, one in Cunningham and one in Nescapec. You can call them in Cunningham at 788-3543 and in Nescapec at 752-7683. Now we'll move on to our lottery numbers. Pick 2, 4-4, pick 3, 879, pick 4, 3455, and pick 5, 71898. We'll be back on FYI with sports, but first, this message from Kreitzer Sanitation. We're going to welcome Mike Walborn from Kreitzer Sanitation right now. He'll be with us for a few segments and interesting information and talking about this subject. And first, just give us your background a little bit. Mike, when did you get involved with the company? When did you come into the picture?
Probably about 2008, I had met Jonas Kreitzer, and I was in the insurance industry, and in my father's building, we had some rental space, and I had met Jonas, and he came in to rent some office space, and he had just purchased the business from his father, and I was in the insurance, so we were working together. I was helping with some insurance matters, and then I just kind of morphed in. I started helping him out. I knew people, and then I left the insurance, sold it, and joined up with Jonas to do all the commercial sales, and I helped him with the insurance aspects as well.
All right, you guys reach up to City of Hazleton, have a contract collecting garbage and that here in the city. And this sounds like a big company, but it's a family company.
Correct. I believe it was started in 1971 by Jonas's father, Rich. He kind of small, 2-3 trucks. He kept it very tight and controlled. And then Jonas, I think, purchased a company in 2006 from his father, and really took it and blossomed it. And it's really grown quite significantly since then.
What would you describe to the people out there what you do? What is the business really all about?
Well, the main focus of our business is the residential pickup. We do the door-to-door pickups on households, and we've introduced single-stream recycling to our county, Schuylkill County, and everywhere else that we pick up. We offer the service, which basically enables the customer to mix all their recyclables together. It's much easier, and we find that it works better. You don't have to separate them anymore. If it's a recyclable, it goes together. We pick it all up together. So we brought that in. And then we also do the commercial services for businesses with the dumpsters, and we also do the roll-off service, big 10-yard, 20-yard, 30-yard, 40-yard roll-offs if you're cleaning a house or that type of situation.
All right. Well, Mike, we will spend much more time with you as we learn more about Kreitzer Sanitation here on FYI.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Let the madness begin. It's Dave Day here on the Sportscast. Dave Seaman from the Standard Speaker, the sports editor there, is here with us. Very grateful because we're going to talk college basketball. Dave, all of my knowledge, all of my picks based upon the 11 Penn State basketball games that I watched this year. So I was exposed to the Big Ten at least a little bit. We were talking before we went on air, and I was talking with Bob Rock here at SSPTV, and he said it's going to happen. Eventually, a 16 is going to beat a 1 seed. Dave, what do you think about that? You think it's just going to happen eventually?
Eventually it'll happen. This year, I don't think so.
And we wanted to lead into this because there is a 16-1 matchup of local interest between Lafayette and Villanova, so you don't see a big upset there.
No, but Lafayette, they'll play with intensity. Those Patriot League teams usually come with a lot of fire. Of course, Lehigh beat Duke 3 years ago, so there is a precedent there. Bucknell beat Kansas. Lafayette's not going to be intimidated by Villanova, and Villanova has to have their A game. That their shots have to be falling, and for Villanova to continue on, because people have big expectations. Obviously, with the number 1 seed, Villanova is one of the favorites to at least till they get to Kentucky, perhaps, make a nice run in the tournament. So we'll see what happens.
Well, Dave, I have Villanova going all the way, and I also have Kentucky out, not even making the Final Four. I think Notre Dame, they're a hot team right now, right around St. Patrick's Day. I'm going with the Fighting Irish in my Final Four. I have Notre Dame, Arizona, Duke, and Villanova. And it seems like we agreed on a lot, but you have Gonzaga going, and I just feel they've burned me so many times in the past. They just never seem to get to the Final Four, but you have them there.
This is a deeper Gonzaga team. From what I've seen, I've watched them a few times late at night coming home from work. They're deeper, they're bigger, they're maybe a little bit more experienced than they've been in the past. So maybe this is the year for the Zags.
Do you think Kentucky will win it all? You think they're the team, they're the possible undefeated season?
I just really can't see anyone beating them. I mean, you look for, teams had chances to beat them earlier in the season, and you have to, it's like a snake. You got to really chop at it, but there's a lot of weapons there for that Kentucky team. And to beat Kentucky in a game, they have to have at least 4 or 5 guys have off days, and then even if 4 or 5 guys have off games, then another 4 or 5 guys step up. That's the depth of Kentucky. And if you're a college basketball fan, you got to like Kentucky because they do the things the right way on the court. You don't have to be a fan of Kentucky to appreciate how good this and what this record-breaking season could be for them.
The reason I didn't go with them as well, I like Notre Dame on the hot streak right now, but I watched on the NFL Network, they were talking about the Patriots when they were undefeated up against the Giants. It just doesn't seem to happen, but maybe Kentucky will have it happen. I have Providence sneaking into the Elite Eight, and again, that's really based on just looking at things because I only watched the Big Ten, and I have no Big Ten teams in the Final Four. Penn State, they made a run, Dave, did not get an NIT invitation in the Big Ten tournament, but maybe more people around here upset that Temple didn't get an invitation after a nice end of the season for the Owls.
Yeah, they had a nice end of the season, but again, the conference they play in doesn't lend itself to quality wins. There's only a handful of teams in their conference, SMU, Connecticut, that are really good. But when push came to shove, the Owls had a chance to beat SMU in a tournament. They weren't able to beat them in 3 meetings this year, and eventually that spelled doom for the Owls. But they can make a run in the NIT, as Penn State showed a few years back. Use that as a stepping stone for the future.
See what happens there with TU. And locally, spring sports season just around the corner. Penn State starting spring sports practice, Dave pointed out to me, for football. One Penn Stater out there playing right now, Sal Biazzi. He's gotten into 5 games, Dave. 3.60 ERA, 10 innings pitched, and you're keeping track of him at the Standard Speaker.
Yeah, we are. We're kind of keeping an eye on him to see Sal get that many innings and work. That shows that the Nittany Lion coaches have a lot of expectations for him, and he's being used exclusively as a pitcher. Been heard reports coming from State College that he's thrown in the 90s, and Sal always was a hard thrower, and I know the dedication's there, and the want to is there from Sal Biazzi, so he's going to make the best of his career, and obviously starting out on a strong note for the Nittany Lions.
It's Wednesday, and here's some delicious alliteration. It's signature steak night at Bottlenecks. All of their signature steaks are only $9.95, plus bottomless soup and salad for only $2.95.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. One announcement for this evening. A pancake breakfast with the Easter Bunny will be held at Applebee's in West Hazleton on Sunday, March 22nd from 8 to 10 a.m., all to benefit the Valley Elementary School Playground Renovation Project. Tickets are $7 for adults, $5 for children, and those tickets are available at the door. All children will also receive a special treat from the Easter Bunny. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Sister Mary Catherine Ward, formerly of Hazleton. Services will be held Thursday at 10:30 a.m. at the Mercy Center Chapel. Friends may call Thursday from 9 to 10:30 a.m. George Rostis of Freeland. Memorial is Saturday at 1 p.m. at the Joseph B. Conahan Funeral Home. Friends may call Saturday from noon to 1 p.m. Margie J. Leachak of Milnesville. Mass is Thursday at 10 a.m. at the St. John Bosco Roman Catholic Church. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Charles A. Generose Jr. of Hazel Township. Funeral is Thursday at 10:30 a.m. from the Firo Funeral Home. Friends may call Wednesday from 5 to 8 p.m. Martha Jane Rinker of Whitehaven. Friends may call Friday from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Lehman Family Funeral Service. Cyril M. Janisov of Hazleton. Funeral is Saturday at 9:30 a.m. from the John J. Pustai Funeral Home. Friends may call Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. Mary Cameron of Drums. Services were held at the convenience of the family. And Pauline Perry of Hazleton. Arrangements will be announced by the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home.
My name is Leanne Falabelle. I am the Vice President of Marketing at the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce, and today I'm going to talk about our 19th annual Greater Hazleton Job Fair, which is taking place on Thursday, March 26th, and it will be from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. at Genetti Ballrooms, located on Route 309 in Hazleton. And of course, we have this job fair every year, and so far we have approximately 50 businesses participating. All of the businesses that are participating, you can look on our website, hazletonchamber.org, and then click on the calendar of events, go to that date, and they're all listed there. Also, in addition to that, we will be handing out a program to each of the attendees, and all the businesses will be listed on there, as well as all the job opportunities that they have available. So people can go in and be prepared, go around, visit which businesses you want to apply for job opportunities. And we encourage everybody to be really prepared for the job fair. We are hosting a program in conjunction with the Hazleton Career Link on Friday, the Friday prior to the job fair. It's March 20th. And that is going to be at 10 o'clock in the morning at the Hazleton Career Link on Laurel Street. And it's how to prepare for a job fair. Just gives people basic ideas on how to prepare for the job fair, how to come dressed, how to present yourself, and different things like that. And so we really encourage people to take advantage of that opportunity. It is free, and they also will be doing resume reviews. So if you have a resume prepared, they'll take a look at your resume, see if they can fine-tune it for you, update it, and they'll just review that for you. So that's another free opportunity to take advantage of at the Hazleton Career Link. So again, the job fair is going to be Thursday, March 26th, 10 to 5 at Genetti's in Hazleton. And we do encourage you again to come prepared, and we hope that we see you all there.
That's it for tonight. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, everyone.